D-Sisive, J.A.C.
With a modern day way of thinking, my body starts activating with the chemical spurts that can only be measured in kilohertz. While I be killing those that hurt, I look to the side and see the foes flirt. Outstage left where they phase best, enemies less. Their underage theft be minor, I'm kinda forgetting battles and feeling more comfort in zones on college and Spadina. Intersections, while style strives for perfection, not letting loose on the untamed. Well, those who run games, cause they done rung shame to their family's name. My strategy's sane, far from plain to underprivileged, musically wise, so it shouldn't matter how real it is. You feeling it? Carnivore MC's already bit it. Not towing a Glock and I'm far from getting jiggy with it. The cut helps me strut straight up with all the elements, instead of being drowned with 80 sounds and speech impediments. I'll be rising above all of the fetishes, beat jacking, selling crack, bitch macking and rapping whack hole on wax. I'll just resort to gifts of eloquence on elements. But are you hesitant cause of my adolescent presence? Confess the simple questions killing your best men. You came in a squad, so as the rest stand still, you tremble in fear while I get wild. Cause I'm technically too advanced for any style, so peep my profile. While D-Sisive proceeds with the trial, and don't you ever forget that I'm only just a child.
Strong feelings on my mind.
Inhale, waiting to X from the speculations. When I feel the real appeal to sex, the weight's on my shoulders and the stress invades my chest, holding nothing to call my own unless the vision of a mistress could come for real and put my love to the test. To myself I must confess, while assured is how I rest at ease. Please don't look upon the rest, ignore me and try to flex. Still my situation's mess, cause I wanna play you close like a sparrow to a nest, simply hanging like vortex, nothing more, nothing less. You don't see in my direction and that leaves me with distress. Emotions become vexed while my boys call me obsessed. Handle with finesse, influenced by the Buddha blessed, cause I guess that's the time when I'm not depressed. But I still give it my best and reflect my interest, and when you do look in my way, your response is always next. If love is blind, why can I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I keep switching back and forth and back, side to side with an effort to get my sight back. I said if love is blind, why can I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I keep switching back and forth and back, side to side with an effort to get my sight back. Elevate while my thoughts stay between that fine line which separates life from love and hate. Close my eyes and slowly meditate, connect my coordinates, beg for my father's sake, wishing at an enormous rate. But the debate stays at a neutral rate, while the visions that I hate grin, while my love is being confiscated. Why am I so underrated? Seems the longer that I'm waiting, lets others start escalating to the plateau that I had so anticipated. Then I finally reach my peak and see the premises evacuated. Obstacles that were faced left me infatuated, fascinated at the third degree. You see, I plead you contemplate, try to rebalance my situation. Words merely for conversation. Feelings are based upon a pure relationship. Blew a kiss that said peace and salutation. If love is blind, why can I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I keep switching back and forth and back, side to side with an effort to get my sight back. I said if love is blind, why can I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I keep switching back and forth and back, side to side with an effort to get my sight back.
Love is blind. Strong feelings on my mind. 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 Love is blind. Strong feelings on my mind.
Adrenaline rush with every single touch that's performed. Still our feelings were at opposite sides. Wish I was born in the first place. Different perspectives are now deformed by the first taste. The simple rejection, my heart is torn in places that you would never think of. Even ignore it, still add to the storm while the chicken head swarm around the center, where I've been placed for the attention and entertainment to others. But still I forget to mention that my heart is broken. Eternal bleeding starts to drown the lover. It tells me to stop judging books by the cover, instead hear the sound. Cause I know the fat lady sang is preventing me to attach the one yin to my yang. Then my feelings change, plus my only wish is to leave the sea of love to avoid the other fish. But yo, it doesn't matter, that my heart will stay shattered. Now it's time for me to face the next battle. Batters up. If love is blind, why can I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I keep switching back and forth and back, side to side with an effort to get my sight back. I said if love is blind, why can I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I keep switching back and forth for the bags. I decide with an effort to get my sight back.
Love is blind. Strong feelings on my mind. 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 Love is blind. Strong feelings on my mind.
Decisive and instinct, trials and tribulations, cryptic souls, Planet B, the Vandal, Ziploc, Obi-Wan, Mr. Name.
Crib notes fell out of your pockets, speed walking from lost battles. Your soul fled the spot, the physical caught. Your shackles poisoning your apple. Turn your princess to my mistress, verbal fitness. Landed where my fist is, your only witness. Was blinded with alert, with a verse I made the world. Orbit in reverse, you run fast when your eyes catch me. Taking off my pen cap, drill a hole in your middle. Place the skin on the coat rack, release Spitfire. Unleash causes decease. Cut out your Adam's apple as I feed it to Eve. SMC, I'm reaching higher than T.A.C. Blood levels and devils and crack fiends on drug scenes, chattering knees. Slowly collapse as you reset, you're freezing at 90 degrees. But see me in sweat, your skills are in debt. By my presence start stuttering, using last breath and say instinct while muttering.
I try but I fail, and times will prevail on my problems. Through the trials and tribulations, situations tell the tale, but I'm tipping the scale, bidding farewell to all the trials and tribulations. I try but I fail, and times will prevail on my problems. Through the trials and tribulations, situations tell the tale, but I'm tipping the scale, bidding farewell to all the trials and tribulations. Manifestation be the cause of cancellation. Underachievers be facing the penetration, while the impatient begins their pacing on a daily basis. Style, I'm hearing basics. You keep rehearsing your versatile sound. I'm stomping through the underground at profound speeds, leaving the quarterbacks receiving sacks when the present MC lacks the opportunity to lock shit down like Steve Sachs. Your third eye gets cataracts when my fourth eye attack. You counteract, cause you're bound to be whack, and I'm talently stacked. Imitations be changing when I challenge 3-packs. The wannabe rap, split chromosomes while my ribosomes attack immune systems with tighter grips to hold their own. Radiations be blazing, damaging ozones, and I'm not just saying I'm the illest, I'll carve it in stone. To prolong my stay at home, then my dome leaves my follicles thrown when my knowledge is grown from parts unknown. The spectators be impressed, and for my celly get stressed with reputations like Elliot Ness, relieved by fun in the non-delicate sets. Traveling throughout my chest, unraveling talent within, distracting my vision. Taking control of my system, not double digits, I kick 187 words of wisdom. So check the message I'm listening, styles are persistent. Lines keeps the crowd vibrating during the intermission while the other acts are switching. My coalition or cold crushing, microphone touches, kicking straight lyrics while you're bisexual like Usher, then we'll rush ya. Eliminating whiteness from the T-dot, cause my rhymes are so sick my mic needs a hepatitis B shot. I try but I fail, and times will prevail on my problems. Through the trials and tribulations, situations tell the tale, but I'm tipping the scale, bidding farewell to all the trials and tribulations. I try but I fail, and times will prevail on my problems. Through the trials and tribulations, situations tell the tale, but I'm tipping the scale, bidding farewell to all the trials and tribulations. To X from the speculations as my mind rotates in that 360 rotation. Verbal sedations eliminating the hesitation from the fascination that I'm facing. But why am I facing this fascination in the first place? The first taste of simple rejection would be the worst case. In my thoughts, the first taste should be the most unforgettable, but the curse is laced with strict questions that's hypothetical. Like how pathetically am I facing this situation? Will I ever make it real, or forever will it be a simulation of constant struggle and frustration? Immediate thoughts of lost motivation question fills my brain capacity. Well, drastically, I put in effort and your response is fast asleep, but still many men are passing me. Really, it has to be an offering that you can't accept that I possess, but still I stress upon to the thought of you just saying yes. Cause we all know that will never be, cause qualities in my anatomy could all be positive and that still won't matter, see. And again I try. You say no, and I say why. Then I try to lie to myself and say you're really not that fly. But then I face reality and come to senses with myself and put my egotistical ways way back up on the shelf. Cause all my impulses are lack. With a major effort to get my sight back. If love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta keep
switching back and forth
and back,
side to side in an effort to get my sight back.
I said if love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta keep
switching back and forth
and back,
side to side in an effort to get my sight back.
Elevate while my thoughts stay between that fine line which be separating life from love and hate. I close my eyes and slowly meditate, hesitate trying to set it straight, taking in big pictures while observations try to evaluate the scenes that revolve around me. Suspiciously worshiping qualities religiously while physically not catching a vibe. It seems that I'm always so underrated, cause the longer that I'm waiting lets others start escalating to the plateau that I had so anticipated. And I finally reach my peak and see the premises evacuated. Obstacles that were faced left me infatuated, fascinated at the third degree, you see. I play and contemplate, try to rebalance my situation. Words merely for conversation. My feelings are based upon a pure relationship. Blew a kiss, then said peace and salutation. If love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta keep
switching back and forth
and back,
side to side in an effort to get my sight back.
I said if love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position?
But I gotta keep switching back and forth and back, side to side in an effort to get my sight back. Check it. Paradoxically elusive, but yet intrusive into my life. This girl as wife, conducive to nice, love to seduce this. Abusive? Yo, I'll never get girl bet. Hard to hit somebody when you're steady lying up in the bed for weeks on end. Which succinctly describes our scenario. Moving together at a rhythm that be very slow. Up and down till we reach that delectable crescendo. Somewhat like a sexual merry-go-round. On the agenda next, more sex I suspect, at least that's what I select. Might as well, my shit remains erect for hours on end. With the power to bend, girlfriend like wilted flower stems. When we're done, we take a shower and then mutual back rubs to ease those kinks. From kinky athletics, swear the stress is on aesthetics, but never prosthetics. Cause I can't get with incisions. If the love ain't natural, I'll leave it blind and keep the vision missing.
If love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta keep
switching back and forth
and back,
side to side in an effort to get my sight back.
I said if love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta keep switching
back and forth
and back,
side to side in an effort to get the sight back.
I said if love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta keep
if love is blind, how can I give it vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta
I said
keep
if love is blind, why can't I handle vision? And how did I get myself in this position? But I gotta keep switching
back and forth
and back,
side to side in an effort to get my sicky sight back.
My number one priority's lost in the game of life, cause death was dominant. It's prominent that I'm losing my touch because my confidence consists of zero motivation. The frustration be taking the best of me. Losing the chemistry I once possessed. Rest assured the focal point's the metaphor from J.A.C. Her words of wisdom was always the best of cures. In rough times, I follow her roots, receive the tips, and when I took the risk, it seemed that rough times never existed in my memory. Avoided the density and the felonies and questioned thee. Why was this angel sent to me? It was never understood clearly. The conspiracy theory left thoughts weary and eyes constantly teary from the lords that was faced. My property was the face from the realization that she could never be replaced by any other. To others they'd all be running for cover, but the opposite was witnessed from my mother. Instead she stood her ground and fought round for round and brought the inspiration that was caught by myself. That surely taught that the positive always rise and shady ones are despised. I'm seeing it with my eyes, so it ain't really a surprise that only the strong survive and the weak always demise. But why is it the good ones always have to die? I try to sleep tight, despite the fact I guess I'll never see the light. I'm feeling pressure the most at night times when I lay back and close my eyes and realize simply how much you've been there for me. It ain't hard to see, but soul searching keeps me awake at different times to recognize how much you really mean to me. I'm feeling pressure the most at night times when I lay back and close my eyes and realize simply how much you've been there for me. It ain't hard to see, but soul searching keeps me awake at different times to recognize how much you really mean to me. J.A.C. In a retrospect state, I visioned all my respect escalated to the highest rate. But the state of mind that I was placed in subtracted you from the raising of myself into a grown man. For an unknown span of time, I slowly felt I was losing my mind and then entering adulthood blind without the guidance that you once selected. After proceeding to reflect it, stayed embedded within my brain time and time again. I strained my vision to see things clearly, but abstract blurs conquered my life back severely. While suffering was merely the side effects, we gave our best to elongate or avoid the permanent rest, but it was only a test. Then days of life became less due to infectious breaths that risked the threat, leaving defects on your physical frame. Cause you were playing a losing game with nobody to blame, but you will to maintain, never lost a single second of life, and left us with a positive attitude that you'd survive through the night. But our perspective could not always be right. My body grew tight when the phone rang constantly on the expected night of November 2-0. When my emotions spilled, I heard you had to face your past, then the world turned still, and I totally lost my surviving will to experience the best, face death, and realize that it's for real. Could never steal the appeal from memories that were lavishly attacking me, but still I passively erased all the feelings from my damaged feet, selected randomly and tried not to vision what the manic see. It seemed like yesterday when we were singing songs by David Cassidy, along with our entire life together, passing me by like Farside. While I'm buckling up for the ride, basic intentions try to strive for goals you offered motivation for. Destinations were reached through formations of my speech, boosting me for the reach, therefore I have to impeach. From 51 to 97, I'm positive that you're led in the unconquered land that lies behind the gates of heaven, because we stuck by our word till death do us part. And since I'm not seeing you physically, you reside in my heart. J.A.C. I try to sleep tight, despite the fact I guess I'll never see the light. I'm feeling pressure the most at night times when I lay back and close my eyes and realize simply how much you've been there for me. It ain't hard to see, but soul searching keeps me awake at different times to recognize how much you really mean to me. I'm feeling pressure the most at night times when I lay back and close my eyes and realize simply how much you've been there for me. It ain't hard to see, but soul searching keeps me awake at different times to recognize how much you really mean to me. J.A.C. D-Sisive, cryptic soul.